Welcome to our podcast, Live True to You. Sabina.
I'm Juna.
And we're from Synergy in Motion. Like every week, we are bringing you a piece of wisdom, an inspiration, something that's in the air based on human design, gene keys, and the I-Ching, astrology, and a good portion of Juna and Sabina wisdom.
We'll see what we get.
We're always surprised ourselves. So this week we bring the energy of new beginnings.
Mm-hmm. So based in human design and the I-Ching, we have gate 41 opening up in January 22, which is called the Rave New Year. It's the start of the new year, which is actually energetically a little bit more in tune with your New Year's resolutions, your dreaming for the future, new beginnings. So it's igniting the new beginnings. And yet the hexagram is called decrease. And there's a story about King Wen in the Chinese culture that after a big party, he was emptying the vessels of wine, even the good wine, all of the wine, he just emptied them out. He was decreasing the wine so that something new could open up into the empty space of the vessel. New wine could come in. And that's the energy of new beginnings that really excites us. And it's a little bit kind of like mind-boggling because you think, oh, do I need to decrease when I'm starting new? Well, I want to add new things. So it's a little bit of a mind bender, but it's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. And truly, last week we heard so many times in our sessions that people said, I can't possibly add anything to my plate. I have so much on the go. I can't take on anything else. It was a little bit uncanny how frequent that was. So
and you might relate to it.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people can relate to that particular thing.
Mm-hmm. So we thought, let's look at that decrease as a new beginning instead of adding more, so that there is actually plate on your space on your plate. Right? And we are familiar now with decluttering our house, but are you decluttering your good intentions, your hopes, your dreams, your task list, your to-do list? Sometimes it's just time to let it go. Which brings me to the challenge of this whole dynamic. It is, how do you let go? A lot of people keep saying, oh, just let it go. But how do you do that? And as soon as you engage your mind, you're stuck because your mind doesn't know, is not capable of letting go. Your mind is just here to gather information, to organize information, but it doesn't have the capacity to actually let go. You, the being, are capable of letting go. Yeah? So let's do this experiment. Let's imagine how you're holding on to something really tight. Just hold on to a thought or something that you're just feeling like it's very important to you and you're holding on to it.
Or a person or
a situation, a dynamic, whatever it is. This is very, very important to you. Hold on really, really tight and feel what that does with you, just how that feels in your body, that holding on tight. Yeah? And then take a deep breath. And simply open your hand. And feel what that does with your body. And this doesn't mean that what you held on to has to disappear. But do you see how there is now a space in which change can happen and it can grow or it can move on.
And something new can come in. Yeah. Wow, like just doing that little exercise, I could just feel how much energy it takes to actually hold on. So check that out with your life, your thoughts, how much energy, like if you're finding yourself fatigued, exhausted, maybe you're holding on and you're attached to your things, to outcomes, to dreams, desires. And it's kind of like loosen it up a bit. And it's about letting go, not necessarily of the thing, but it's your attachment to it. Attachment to how you imagine it showing up, all of that, and just really be kind of open to that letting go.
And one of the tools that we use a lot is called the Sedona method, that helps your mind to bridge that letting go, to be with you on the journey. And it's very simple, 3 simple questions. The first question is, when you have what you want to let go of, theoretically, could I let this go? Is it actually possible? Yeah. Some things we cannot let go because we need them for our survival, to pay the bills, whatever it is. So ask yourself, is it possible? Could I let this go? And both answers, yes and no, are totally viable. Just allow yourself to be aware of that. And when you come to a yes with that, you can ask the second question. Do I actually want to let this go? Would I let this go? Because a lot of times we think we should let something go, but we actually don't want to. Mm-hmm. And again, no is totally okay. Hold on to it tighter and really learn more about it. Mm-hmm. Till the point comes when you actually can say, yes, I actually want to let go. Right? You're ready. And the third question is when? Because sometimes it's not quite yet, but now it is. And then you can let it go. Mm. Yeah? So, could you let it go? Would you let it go? When? Are the 3 questions.
Mm-hmm. So simple, but so powerful.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm thinking. So, the thing is that our mind sometimes is sneaky, right? You say, okay, when do I let it go? Now. Whoops. And your mind catches it again, right? And then you go through the exercise again. Could I let it go? Yes. Would I let it go? Yes. When? Now. Boop. And your mind catches it again. This might happen a couple of times. So it's not necessary that you say, yes, I let it go now and all is gone. You might do this a couple of times. But what this helps you is become aware of your attachment to it. And every time you become aware, it can change. And then at some point, you're holding on to whatever you're holding on to and you let it go and it's actually gone. Mm. Yeah. It seems very simple. It's not necessarily easy and you do need to be with it, but it creates that space for your creative genius to actually unfold. Because if it's the same old, your creative genius is like, okay, can we get on with it? Right? There is no space, no room for you for that.
Yeah. And it's let's wake up your creative genius in this new beginning, this new year, this rave new year. And yeah, we have our Activate Your Creative Genius self-study course, half price until January 31st in honor of this new beginning. And a new beginning is in this workbook that we have in this study course. There's all kinds of ways that you can tap in to who you are as a being. Okay, not just who you think you are, but who you are as a being. Why you came here? What are you here to do? And just having fun. We have like lots of different creative ways to play with, like asking yourself questions, journaling a little bit, contemplating, and some very, very practical ways to really connect to your own internal guidance system. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's even apart from human design, but it's really tuning into your internal guidance system that you know, right? Everybody has that, and that your creative genius is your spark, your unique frequency that no one else on the planet has ever had or will ever have. It's unique to you. And finding that magic, that makes life worth living. Yes, in this 2024, let's have a life that's worth celebrating and enjoying, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might have a lot on your plate and there might be some things to let go. We just gave you a really cool tool to let things go.
I just had that image of clear your plate so that your creative genius can dance on it. Like have the space.
Right.
Right?
Who needs to eat? We can just dance.
I agree. And again, letting go doesn't mean that things disappear, but they can unfold and contribute to you versus being stuck.
And it's the letting go of your attachment to it. I think that's the thing. You don't necessarily have to let go of things and people that are important to you, but you can let go of your attachment to them and how things show up. So really loosening your grip. I think that's what this tool is, loosening your grip and opening up. pouring out that last little bit of wine so that the new wine can show up. Yeah, that's a great one, metaphor.
And really practice letting go of the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Because again, the attachment is sticky whether you attach to something beautiful or something ugly. It doesn't matter. You're bound to it.
Yeah.
And neither can really evolve or move on.
So thank you so much for watching, and let us know how it goes in the comments section here. And we will see you next week. Same time, same place. Every Sunday we bring you a transmission. Okay, until next time. Bye.
Bye.